Hey everybody, welcome to your full moon in Aries horoscope, a tarot reading with me, Stella Wilde, and Miss Ariel. We are, of course, here to bring you the intuitive information you need to manifest your wildest dreams. So this is a whopper of a full moon. It's happening at 27 degrees Aries. It is opposite Mars conjunct the sun in Libra, and all of this is squaring Pluto in Capricorn, and Pluto has now gone direct as of October 6th. So, wow. And Jupiter and Mercury will be going direct. I'm filming this on October 10th, but they will be going direct on October 18th, just, 2 days before the full moon. The full moon is happening at 10:56 a.m. Eastern time here in the United States. You'll have to adjust for your time zone. And then it goes void. So the moon will be void, which means it's not making aspects to any other planets. It'll be kind of floating after its full moon culmination until about 4 in the afternoon, when the moon will then slip into Taurus. So this full moon is very, very powerful. It's very interesting. Aries is the sign of independence. It's the sign of new beginnings. It's the first sign of the zodiac. So it's all about fresh initiatives and really taking charge of your life in a very independent way. And of course, Aries people and Libra people have had the joy of Pluto squaring their sun at some point during its transit in Capricorn since 2008. And squares are, of course, very tense energy. But it's kind of like, I really feel from this energy, it can be a breakthrough moment. Now, I have to be honest with you. There may at first be a breakdown before the breakthrough, but it is possible that the breakdown has already happened, right? At some point in the last year and a half, Ariel's agreeing with that assessment. And it can just be now that the breakthrough is coming out of the ashes of the previous breakdown. Because one of the things about Pluto is that it's not just a bulldozer of doom. It is also about regeneration and rebirth. And if we're going to have any sort of regenerative or rebirthing thing going on, it is likely to be when we have this huge full moon in Aries. And Jupiter is also sextile in favorable alignment, and Jupiter's gone direct in favorable alignment also to the moon. So I feel like this is kind of like an angel, in my interpretation, like an angel in the background, an angel on your shoulder. There's like some spirit guides. There's some, angelic assistance that, spiritual assistance that we can call upon at this full moon. If we're feeling just a little nervous, a little tender, birth is not always easy. Think about it. Birthing, those of you who've been through that, literal birthing a human being, it's not just like la 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 strolling through the fields, everything is gorgeous. No, it is painful, it is brutal, it is bloody, right? So, but the most joyous circumstance comes out of that, which is a new life. So even if you're feeling like the Nine of Wands, the guy hanging on, to the rod there, just barely with the bandage around your head, you're like hanging in there. Know that really this full moon could be the rebirth and put you on the other side of a process that may have been going on for a while, that has been arduous and difficult. But I personally feel that we are coming out of the other side. I really do feel that. Is it always easy? No. But is it rewarding? Yes. But it is also about facing some sort of situation that must change. Mars is Aries ruler. It's opposite this full moon. So it's very much about, where are you going to take action to make this change happen? Pluto demands the regeneration, demands the transformation. So if you're still just kind of hanging there and holding on, God bless, right? You're hanging in there. Know that the time is here. The time is now to gird yourself, go forth, because this is what the energy is calling us to do. So you have a little more fight left in you. I know you do. And, think about it. Think about it. I've used this metaphor before when the butterfly, or the soon-to-be butterfly, is about to emerge from its cocoon, its chrysalis it's been in. And think about the struggle it has to go through to get out of that thing. And if you help the butterfly out of that chrysalis, or whatever it's called, I'm not a science person, whatever it's called, the butterfly will not survive. The butterfly will not be able to fly. You cannot help a butterfly out of the cocoon. It is up to us. We are earning our wings right now, and we are going to take off out of that chrysalis. Yeah, maybe there's still a little bit of hard work, struggle, like we're fighting our way. It's Aries. We got our dukes up. We're fighting. We're going through. We're powering through. And some beautiful new beginning can burst through for you at this full moon. So even though the energy astrologically, looks a little intense, we're not afraid of it, are we? No, we are not. We are not afraid because we're strong. We have a very strong community here on this channel. Together, we can support each other and we're going to make great things happen. So let's do it. Let's absolutely use this energy and not let it use us. So I am going to do this reading by houses. So watch for your rising sign first and then your sun sign. All right, Aries, let's see what we have going on for you. Full moon in your first house of the self. You're in the spotlight. So look back to your new moon on April 11th, last 6 months. What has come to fruition? What is coming to fruition at this full moon? Mars, of course, is opposite you in the 7th house of relationships, and Pluto has gone direct in your 10th house of career. So very interesting energies. There you go, baby. Chariot. Chariot and the 8 of Cups. You're rocking, you're rolling, you are moving the F on, Aries. Okay, so, and I know, because I read all your comments, Aries cannot wait to move on. And here it is. And you're moving on fast. You have the Chariot and you have the 8 of Cups. So you are finished. And it's the full moon. You are absolutely, completely finished emotionally with a certain situation. But you're going out on a high note because the Chariot's here and you're going out on your terms. That's the other thing. Whatever this new destiny, new path, new changes for you, you're in charge of it. It's on your terms. This may have been percolating since July with the Chariot here, or maybe even August with the 8 here. But you are absolutely ready to get on this new path. There's like no question about it. And I think this full moon for you may really show you exactly how ready you are. There may still have been a little lingering, am I? I don't know. No, you're going to know by this full moon. If there were any last lingering little tidbits of doubt, they will vanish at that full moon. And you will ride high in that Chariot and you're like, I cannot wait to get out of here. All right. Steve McQueen, bullet, you're out of here. You're just like out. 9 of Coins. 8 of Coins. And Pluto. Ho, 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 ho. Scorpio, Pluto. Oh my gosh, Aries. You are so done with the situation. So, all right, here's the thing. Pluto's in Capricorn. He's in your 10th house. It's interesting that the card of being independent and self-employed is in the middle of this whole reading. The 9 of Coins. Personal paradise. Being independent, having everything you need that you can take care of yourself. And we have the Death card next to the 8 of Coins. And we have an 8 over here, the 8 of Cups. Some of you, it's a general reading, remember. Some of you are absolutely finished with a certain professional commitment in your life. You are ready for a new chapter to begin. Many of you are starting your own businesses, or you just have started your own business. You may be having some gorgeous success with your own business, and you really get an inkling of that, or it's about to manifest big time over the next 8 weeks. So the last 2 months of the year, you really see that at the full moon. If you've already taken the leap forward with your business, others of you have had it with a situation. We know that things currently in the world that are happening, a lot of people they've had it. So you in particular, you're like, I am absolutely finished, because I know that I can achieve more myself by doing things the way I want to do them. And especially because, you know, Mars is opposite your sign, you may have been feeling a lot of pressure from other people to toe the line, do certain things, you know, play a game, whatever. And you don't like to do any of that. So that's what I'm saying. And even the Chariot here, which it can also be a card of independence, because like I said, he's in charge of which way his car is going to roll out. So you're in charge of this new road that's appearing before you. And even with this Eight of Cups, you know, he is moving forward on a new road. You've done the necessary evaluation. You are ready for this. And here you are in your beautiful red coat. It's very Aries to have a red coat. All right. And then here you are, 9 of Coins, manifesting your prosperity. This is excellent. And you're doing it based on your own personal talents and capabilities. You're going to be working very hard at some sort of new enterprise that absolutely can change your life, change your destiny. You know, the thing with the Death card, it's not always bad. Again, it can just be absolutely that chapter has ended. And I think the chapter that has ended is some sort of emotional and perhaps also financial dissatisfaction with whatever it was that you were doing. You know, again, I just want to keep emphasizing this, that the new path, the new independent path is the one that is going to bring you the happiness, the joy, and the satisfaction. Some of you have chosen to retire. That's also sometimes the 9 of Pentacles. So, you know, coming to the end of a cycle because it's the 9, and it's like you're going to just enjoy the fruits of your labors, so to speak, because you are done with something. Some of you want to travel a little bit more. Some of you, this is a lot also about possibly a move, especially Chariot and the Death card. So some of you may be literally moving on, or you just moved, or you're deciding at this Aries full moon, I am absolutely done with this place. I am out of here, and I cannot wait to find my personal paradise. And if you've been kind of trying to figure out where that place is for you, you may indeed have some sort of beautiful realization at this full moon of where that is for you. Some of you, I think very soon, maybe even in Scorpio season, so end of October into November, may be going on a little trip with this energy here to explore a new place where you might want to live. All right, so this is really great energy, Aries, but I really want to emphasize you are in command and control of this decision that you're going to make. You are. You have the power here, all of these energies, but this is absolute. I mean, I'm telling you honestly, there is a chapter ending here for you, but there's also a triumphant victory and a new path opening up. So get ready. All right, Taurus, so let's see what's going on for you. This full moon is happening in your 12th house, your subconscious. So there could be some things bubbling up from the surface, or, you know, beneath the surface, you know, maybe in dreams, maybe in some like Freudian slips, like they come out, slip of the lip, you know, type thing. So there could be some interesting revelations from, you know, deep within, so to speak. Particularly about your work life and also about the bigger picture perspective of your life. So interesting stuff here. There really could be, you could really have a very deep spiritual epiphany at this full moon. So let's see what we have for you. The Wheel, baby. Wheel of Fortune. And the Knight of Cups. Okay, so the universe is bringing some sort of change in emotional circumstances. So, wow. The universe is going to bring you some sort of piece of emotional news, emotional revelation. Let's pull some more cards. But it's the divine timing of that revelation that's bringing out. Like, it was supposed to come out at this Aries full moon. There's something associated with the timing of it. Here's the moon. It's very going to be emotional, I think, Taurus. I'm, you know, very honest with you. Oh, Death card. And wow, and the 10 of Wands. Wow. Wow. This is intense. All right, so Taurus, oof, I'm getting body chills. This full moon is bringing you the very strong psychological and spiritual revelation of exactly how important it is for you to shift a burden, close out a cycle, and move along emotionally. There is something here where you really need a reboot emotionally in your life. And it has to do with this Ten of Wands. This is the end of a cycle, end of a burden. And also, you know, this Ten of Wands, if we get the cat butt out of the way, the Ten of Wands is very much about he cannot see in front of his face. He cannot see a way out, a path forward, because this burden, he's gotten used to carrying it. So, whew, the universe, look, a 10 and a 10. The universe is going to bring something to your attention. Here's the full moon of exactly kind of like the emotional, psychological, maybe even spiritual reasons why this burden has not shifted yet. You're going to have an epiphany. I'm telling you, there's going to be some sort of epiphany. Now, it could also be that this epiphany comes through a conversation with somebody. It could even be a stranger, this Knight of Cups. You may not know this person. You know, it's a type of thing where it's like you're traveling on a plane and, you know, back in the good old days when we could do that, you're traveling on a plane and it's like you had a conversation with the stranger next to you and you like pour out all your like intimate secrets because you know you're never going to see him again, right? And you have these like revelations, you know, or was that just me who had that experience? I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? So it's like those are very interesting encounters that we have with people. They deliver us right on time spiritual messages for our growth and assistance. I really believe in those divine appointments. They happen exactly when they're supposed to happen. You may in fact have some sort of divine appointment arranged by the universe to give you a piece of information you need to manifest your wildest dreams, but also to shift this psychological burden. Because there is something, you know, the moon can be about, I mean, an emotional burden, something that has plagued us for a while emotionally. So it can be sometimes, you know, little emotional dramas, you know, just things that maybe have been a little fuzzy and unclear to us. We didn't understand our motivations, why we did those things. So there's something here I feel like, and we all have this. It's not just, you know, Taurus. Everybody has these things that happen in their life where we don't see clearly, you know, something in our lives, and then we keep perpetuating a cycle where we stay stuck. So there's something here where you're going to get that key, you're going to get that information where you can get really unstuck from something that has been problematic for a while at like a root deep level in your life. So, and it's going to bring an emotionally refreshing change to your life. So stay open to revelations, epiphanies, and it may in fact come through dreams as well. And I have to say, with this Knight of Cups next to this also, and with the Death card, this message may also come through a dream of somebody, a dream you have of somebody who's already passed on. You know, the veil is starting to get thinner. It of course gets the most thin around October 30th, 31st. But already it's on its way. So this may in fact be somebody from the beyond who comes into a dream and gives you a very loving message of forgiveness, of healing, of comfort that really helps you set this free and break loose from it. So, wow. Stay alert, especially to your dream life, Taurus. All right, Gemini, so the full moon in Aries is happening in your 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams. So let's see, what wish will manifest for you? What do we need to know about it? Here's your energy, the Lovers. All right, and the Knight of Pentacles upside down. Okay, so something that has been delayed is going to be delayed no more. This is actually good when it's upside down. Because when it's upright, it's like nothing's happening. Upside down, finally, he's getting the show on the road. All right. 5 of Coins is upside down. 5 of Wands is upright. And here you are also upright. Wow. So, whew, this is really awesome, Gemini. This is great. So, you are going to be moving away from struggles. That's what we have going on here. We have both of your energies upright as bookends to this reading. Look at this. Here you are here, and here you are here. Now, sometimes the lovers can thank you, Ariel, can represent a choice that needs to be made, right? Because of the two people in the card. So you could be facing some sort of choice to break free, because we have a 5 of Wands, break free from and turn your back on, because notice how you're looking this way, you're looking forward, turn your back on any sort of struggle, especially financial. Could be work-related dramas because of the 5 of Wands here, where, you know, you've just had it, you're done, you want to move along. There could be a triumph in terms of manifesting some sort of new job opportunity for yourself. 5 of Wands, of course, can be competition, other people interviewing, etc. 5 of Pentacles upside down, I read Pentacles as self-esteem. You could have been feeling a little like, oh, woe is me, you know, everybody else is better than me, like they have more skills, they have more this, they have the contacts, I don't know, you know, but you got the interview because the Knight of Pentacles is upside down. So this is like starting to shift, the energy shifting. And you are after this, you are going to triumph. So it's very important. Those of you who are wishing to manifest a job opportunity, in my opinion, from these energies, it's really important for you not to play this game right here where you worry about who the competition is and you feel a little less than because of this 5 of Pentacles upside down. Look, you are very talented and capable. The Lovers is here. You're obviously extremely good at what you do because of the Lovers being here also. And here you are upright. Here you are, hello, yes, I will take your offer. Okay, so Gemini, I feel like, yes, like I was saying in my intro, if you watched my intro to this video, my rabble-rousing speech, it's like, yeah, maybe there has been a little struggle. I mean, this is not easy energy right here. You could have also been dealing with a health issue as well. But I feel like you've also turned the corner on that because both of your energies are up right here. It's finally shifted at this full moon. Again, full moon is in your house of wishes, so whatever your wish is. But the point is, the 5 of Wands here, yeah, there could have been, 5s are about change. There could have been struggle. This has not been easy. Whatever this wish has been that you have been trying to manifest. But the beauty of struggle sometimes is that when we do come out the other side and we do achieve what we want, because we have worked hard and we have conquered a lot of stuff, the victory is even sweeter. So, and that's what I'm feeling from this energy here as well. You're going to really enjoy this victory that you're going to manifest. You are besting whoever your competition is. You have gotten your fighting strength back if there's been some sort of low energy or health thing going on. And you're on your way. You're on your way toward some sort of very exciting new opportunity. I mean, you're looking toward your future happy. You are putting this stuff well and truly behind you. And here you are, gorgeous, beautiful energies here, Gemini. So stay true to yourself. That's the other thing that's very important about this energy. And also stay true to your higher self, because it's interesting you've shown up twice as the major arcana and the regular, right? So it's like you're showing up as well as like, you know, your higher self, so to speak. So don't settle. That's the other thing with this 5 of Pentacles upside down. Don't settle for less than you deserve. All right, Cancer. So this full moon is happening in your 10th house of career. All right. And we have Mars going direct, of course, in your 4th house of family and home. And then we have Pluto in your 7th house of relationships, both business and personal. So that's a lot of intense energy in important areas of your chart. All right, so we have the Sun coming out for you, and we have the 7 of Cups. Okay, so you're really wishing and hoping for some sort of positive change and new life in regards to your career. Possibly also in regards to your relationships, since the number 7 is showing up here, 7th house energy. So, but this is a lot of daydreaming as well. So we got to pull some more cards. Let's see what else we have. All right, we have a King of Swords, a Nine of Pentacles, and a Six of Swords. Okay. You have a big dream for your career. You have a big dream of what you would like to manifest. But there's been some delay and hesitation on your part. Maybe even, you know, this is, of course, can be your energy as well, the Seven of Cups, July. But there, you know, there could have been some sort of new dream born in your heart around your birthday for what you would like for your career. But it hasn't quite manifested yet. I think you feel good about what you're doing. The Sun card is here. You have a lot of joy when it comes to your career. But there is this sense too, the Sun is a beautiful energy, but it is about something new, new life, new excitement, heart's desires also. Using your creativity more, perhaps. Maybe working with children. Again, you could have been starting, you want to start your own business, but it's a fledgling enterprise. It's like, it's a newborn baby. It's just gotten started. Or you're wanting to do that in some way, but it's been more of a thought, a visualization, and not done in reality yet. So I feel like what's coming up at this full moon for you in your 10th house of career is you're going to make an important decision. The King of Swords is here, and hey, we're in Libra season. So you may, in fact, cut ties. And by that, I mean cut ties with your own indecision because of this. You have a good idea. This is the other thing. Whatever you want to do for your career, whatever new project it is, and, you know, this Leo is your second house of money, you likely have a very good money-making idea right now, but nothing's been done with it yet. So, for whatever reason, I mean, you know, everybody's situation is different. And that's not to say, you know, you're at fault for not doing anything with it yet. I mean, there could have been other circumstances. You just couldn't do anything with it yet. That's okay. So that's why I'm saying it's been more of, I think, an imaginative, creative visualization thing. It hasn't been happening in reality yet. You're going to make that decision at this full moon. Something is going to just, you know, full moons bring things to light. You're going to maybe have some sort of epiphany. You're going to make a decision to cut loose from any sort of indecision or I don't know or whatever, and you're going to take action because look, it's mental, right? You're going to take action. You're going to make that decision to move on and do this thing finally, because look, the Nine of Pentacles is here. So this is something about you using your independent skills, talents, and capabilities to create prosperity for yourself. And it's coming from some sort of inspired creativity that you have in whatever your industry is, whatever your niche is, whatever you do. So you may, in fact, be breaking free, breaking out. Some of you may decide with this King of Swords here to cut ties with something that you've already been doing. If you've been employed by somebody else, because King of Swords can also be some sort of legal matters. So if there has been, and notice it's a sword, it looks a little like a jabberdo, you may decide that you don't want the jabberdo, and some of you may be, in fact, moving along. This is very possible here. And maybe you were kind of wishing and hoping that that situation, that legal situation that was being, that you've been browbeaten with, that you have to do, you were hoping maybe that would somehow go away. Everybody's situation is different. But the point is that you are making a decision for yourself to be more independent financially in some way and get yourself out of a sticky situation. The Six of Swords is good. Its troubles are passing away, but it's swords, mental. You have to make the decision to do it. So some of you, it's about making the decision to really embrace this idea, go all in, go for it, and, you know, don't look back. Others of you, you're actually going to cut ties with a situation that you were hoping would change but didn't. And you're going to maybe start, you probably had the idea too, you're going to start something that's going to be much more aligned and it's going to make you more happy. And it's likely to bring you more money also. So big changes are afoot here, Cancer. All right, Leo, so this full moon is happening in your 9th house of the big picture perspective of your life. Okay, where are you going? What are you doing? What's happening in your world? Of course, international travel, international business. It's also your house of academia. cultures, writing, publishing, metaphysics, philosophical matters, but most of all, the truth of your life. 9th house. Ace of Cups. Love it, Leo. Love it. And the Page of Cups. Wow. Oof, I'm getting chills down my legs, Leo. Leo, you've been, the last couple weekly readings I've done for y'all, like, you had it with, like, some situations, especially the reading I did for the week of October 10th through the 16th. Leo was like, I'm done. There's going to be a lovely surprise, I think, around this Aries full moon. You know, the Page of Cups can be some sort of beautiful little, you know, fish jumping out of a cup. So something unexpected happening that lights up your heart. Could be from a younger person, maybe a water sign. But the Ace of Cups, yes, this can be something related to your love life, sure, because it's the Ace of Cups. We have offers here. We have something that is being given to you that makes your heart very happy. This is going to be different things for different people. Ace of Cups, though, aces to me are about the self, I, the number one. So this is something that makes you feel good, and I think really affirms a certain direction you want to head in your life. Because again, full moon, 9th house, big picture of your life. So really very, very nice energy here in terms of also just feeling emotionally better and having turned a corner from some of the other energies we were looking at the last like couple weeks in the weekly readings. So we have an 8 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and a Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so something, you know, full moons bring release. They bring things to light. So what I'm feeling from this energy is that, you know, we have a situation here that may have been stuck for a while. And you may have felt like you couldn't gain any traction. Maybe in finances, because the Knight of Pentacles is here. Maybe in a real estate situation. Maybe with family also. There could have been a family situation, especially with somebody who repeatedly, over and over again, was a Fibonacci, as I like to say. You know, Pinocchio, and, you know, telling lots of porkies all the time. And they're like 8 of Swords, 7 of Swords, compulsive liars. Over and over and over again. So an entrenched situation that it was like Groundhog Day on repeat. So I think, and again, this energy's been coming up a lot last couple weeks for you guys. I think what this is saying to me over here is that the universe is going to show you that you made the right decision in walking away from this situation. At this full moon, it's very interesting how we get messages of affirmation from the universe, from other people, other places, that show us we made a right decision about something. So that's what I feel. I think there's something here where you're going to be feeling very good, very proud of yourself, that you made this decision to get unstuck from this, just drop the card, from this entrenched situation that was just based on a lie. That's the other thing. It was based on some denials and some lies that kept you stuck. Because I'm feeling that somebody wanted you, like, how can I say this? Somebody kind of wanted you, okay, this is what I feel. If this is like a love thing, because again, it's a big picture of your life, 9th house. Somebody didn't really want you, but they didn't want other people to have you either. So for some of you, that's like what was going on. And that's where you were just like seeing the light on that. And some of you may see the light on that at that full moon and choose yourself with this energy here. All right. So, but what I'm feeling overall is that something in your life that has been stuck in a way that kept you living a lie also. That's possible here. Like you had to keep pretending that everything was fine with either finances or family. No more. You're saying yes to yourself. That's what this is right here. And the universe will bring a very affirming surprise, a sign, a message, a kitty cat to let you know that you chose rightly. You absolutely did. You chose yourself and you got the heck out of there. All right, Virgo. So this full moon is happening in your 8th house of sex, death, taxes, transformation, other people's money, It's a deep house. So something is being deeply illuminated in your world. Let's see what we have for you, Virgo. What is going on? And of course, Pluto's gone direct in that 5th house of yours. Mars is in your house of money. So could be something going on with money. Money message. Let's see. Especially other people's money, like a funding. Ace of Cups. And I shuffled. Leo just got this. And the Fool. Okay. Beautiful. So remember, 8th house is ruled by Scorpio, and it is, like I said, a house of sex, death, transformation, and transformation of all kinds, physical, mental, emotional. It's a house of intimacy as well. So there is some beautiful new beginning here for you in your life. Some big transformation is happening. It seems like the universe is delivering something, thank you, Ariel, something that will make you quite happy and bring a new beginning in your life. I liken the aces, especially the Ace of Cups, to the self, right? What makes us personally happy. So there is some sort of offer from the universe, some gift, some good news to set your spirit soaring. This may also set you on a brand new path as well, with this Fool showing up. All right, let's see what else we have. And a big new path for your life, because it's the Fool. All right, what else do we have? Page of Cups, good news, 10 of Swords upside down, and the Ace of Wands upside down. Okay, so what had been previously delayed, what had a rejection that you had in the past, all right, here's a rejection. This could have also gone back to April. There could have been a rejection at the new moon in Aries or sometime in April. Okay. So there was something where it just didn't work out. Whatever it was, didn't happen. Ace of Wands upside down is, however, I feel like there's something here of almost like a second chance. Now, but it's a new beginning. So it's not with the same person or anything like that. I'm not feeling that. But if you tried, like, let's just say you tried to start some sort of relationship back in April and it just didn't work out. And in fact, the person was a backstabber, betrayal, like they were not who you thought they were, or some other thing that you tried and it really hurt you. There's something here where there was essence of betrayal. Now it's upside down, which is good, but that also tells me that you've healed from it as well. But at the time, it might not have been totally catastrophic, but it wasn't nice either. And I do feel there was a rejection. That's what I feel. There was some sort of rejection, but the universe is bringing you something way better this time. Something that can really take off on a whole new level for you. And the Page of Cups can be a very nice surprise. Absolutely beautiful. But whatever this is, it will be in its beginning stages because it's the Fool, of course, which is the beginning. And also it's the Page, which is a baby step. It's something just getting started. And especially if you're involved in some sort of, I feel like some sort of creative project, or you're in the creative arts in some way, this really could be a second chance for you with a much better aligned offer. So there could just be an absolutely beautiful offer to connect creatively, spiritually, romantically. I mean, it could also perhaps involve finances, where somebody really puts their faith in you. That's the Pisces energy. Puts their faith in you, and really what the vision you have with this Fool card, the vision you have for this new beginning, for this new project. Like, let's say you're trying to get funding for something. And they could really, so there could be something like that going on as well. But this is beautiful, Virgo. This is really lovely. This is an emotional reboot, an emotional transformation, new adventures ahead for you, especially emotionally, emotional healing. So whatever this was, you are really done with that. You have healed from it. So try to put it in your past and look forward with hope and optimism to your future, because this is gorgeous energy. Absolutely beautiful. All right, Libras. So, my goodness, you got the full moon in your 7th house of relationships. You got Pluto in your 4th house of home and family roots. And you have Mars in your 1st house. So, you got a lot going on, Libra. So, let's see. So, something's coming to light about your relationships. Business, personal. Let's see. Let's see what we have for you, Libras. All right, we have a Queen of Wands, so there's our Aries full moon. And we have a Six of Wands upside down. Okay, Six of Wands is still a good card, even if it's upside down. So we got to pull some more cards. Let's see what we need to know about this. All right, the Three of Wands is upright. That's good. The moon is upside down. And here you are. Okay, interesting. Okay. This is good. This is good. This is what I feel from this. You are being protected, Libra. All right, 100%. You are being protected in some situation involving somebody else, whether business or personal. Might be with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I'm going to use this as the time marker for the Aries full moon. You have been wanting very badly to get something off the ground. All right. Now, this could be some sort of new business relationship, some sort of passionate connection, new relationship. Possibly, like I said, with a fire sign, because the Queen of Wands here, but doesn't have to be. But it's passion. Queen of Wands, passion. But it hasn't come together yet. There is something about the timing of whatever you've been trying to do with this situation that has kept you from materializing it just yet. You are protected because the Three of Wands is here, and this is the energy of somebody who is watching safely from a distance what the heck is going on. Six of Wands, there will be a victory. It's just not here yet. And the moon upside down is bringing something to light about perhaps the person, the situation, the circumstance. Now, the Queen of Wands is upright. So if you are dealing with a fire sign, I don't feel like there's anything negative necessarily with the person. So there's something here. It's about timing because this is upside down and this is upside down. So you may have, in fact, been wanting to get together with this person, but there is a delay for some reason. And both you or them or whatever are kept in a safe spot. Like you cannot get together. You cannot travel. You cannot move forward for whatever reason. It may be a little frustrating, but I think the important part here is that with the moon upside down, it may in fact be revealed to you how much this person really does want to connect with you and is looking forward to getting together with you. But what I am feeling is that circumstances beyond both of your control are getting in the way. That's what I feel from this. You will get together with them eventually. This is here. And I think you're both going to enjoy it. But again, the Three of Wands here is, we're still waiting. We're waiting for something to shift out in the world so that this can happen. So this can also be a business partnership. So you could be waiting on financing. You could be waiting on a delivery, a shipment of something. You could be waiting on, I don't know, again, trying to get together with somebody and the schedules are off. Whatever it might be, okay? So whatever this temporary delay is with you getting together with this person, it's a protective delay. Now, I have to also say, for some of you, you may have the realization at the full moon that as much as this person over here is a good person, because they're upright, they may not be the right one for you. But it's not because anybody did anything bad. It can just be that the energy is not aligned for you in whatever way. Maybe emotionally, because the moon is here upside down. Maybe emotionally, you're both on different trajectories. You're on different pages with a situation. So there could even be something, again, like where you're going to stay at a distance from that relationship. And That's why Six of Wands is upside down, because the real passionate relationship that you want to connect with is just not here yet. That's possible also. It just depends. But there's nothing bad here. You're going to handle everything. But there will be something coming to light that will show you whatever's going on is absolutely okay. So if there's a delay, if there is just a weird energy you're feeling, just trust everything and keep yourself safe, right? You don't have to rush into anything at all with if this is business or personal. The right timing of the triumph will come. So I think that's really important to emphasize. And it's very much about what you want also, right? Because you're showing up here as well with this King of Swords. So you're going to make the decision to perhaps just, cool your jets a little with this situation. And like I said, this may not necessarily be a fire sign person you're dealing with, but it's some sort of relationship situation you've been wanting to manifest very badly. And the universe, I think, is saying, whoa, hold your horses. It's not the right time just yet. And in fact, with that full moon upside down, there may be a better opportunity that's going to be coming down the road for you in the next 6 weeks with that Six of Wands. So by the time we get to Sagittarius season. So you're going to lose nothing, Libra, by being in your Three of Wands energy and biding your time. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you. Full moon in your 6th house of work and well-being. What is going on, Scorpio? Ooh, let's see. We have the Emperor upright. Very nice. And the Sun is upside down. Okay, that's okay. Sun is still good even when it's upside down. So it seems like here's your Aries full moon. The Aries full moon is going to bring some sort of good news with the Sun card here. Perhaps related to your career, because this Leo rules your 10th house. And of course, we are asking about your 6th house as well. So there seems to be something percolating there. Let's see. Let's pull some more cards. King of Wands upright. Beautiful. Nine of Swords upside down. And the Wheel is upside down. Okay. So you've been worrying about the timing of some sort of situation manifesting. Okay. I think you're going to see at this full moon very, very clearly that the timing is the timing. What you have to do, in my opinion, from these energies is just keep showing up and being your empowered, bold, and bodacious self. Here's your Emperor. Here's your King of Wands. You just need to keep showing up, taking charge, doing your thing, using your talents and skills and capabilities, especially your creative talents, because of the Leo energy here with the Sun card. And that is going to lead to the change that you want to have happen. There is no use in worrying about, here's the Nine of Swords upside down in the Wheel of Fortune, when this thing is going to finally happen. I think it's likely to happen in Sagittarius season. We have the King of Wands showing up here. Here's Aries, here's King of Wands, which can be our Sagittarius, and here's our Leo. So we have all Aries, Leo, Sag represented here for you, Scorpio. So stop worrying. That's what I really feel from this energy. You are making enormous progress, and I think you're forgetting that. As long as you stay focused, passionate, empowered, and doing your thing. Notice how the King of Wands is looking at the new beginning, looking at the creative energy, looking at his happiness. Stay focused on your happiness. What supports you in terms of your work? What do you enjoy doing for your well-being, right? So what do you enjoy doing to support your well-being? There's no good starting an exercise regimen if you don't like that particular exercise. So don't do that. You do something else that you like to do. So focus on the joy. Take charge of your mindset over here and stop worrying and trust the timing of your life. There's something here where the universe is telling you that the time is not quite right yet for this turn of events, but it will be. And it's going to be important for you to keep investing your creative energy into what you want to manifest in this area of your life. And I do feel the sun, even though it's upside down, you could get a very affirming message from the universe that you are absolutely on the right track with whatever this sun card represents for you for work and well-being. The full blossoming of this situation, like I said, may happen more in Sagittarius season, which is not that far away. So don't go down this rabbit hole of questioning and doubting and worrying, because that's going to delay the manifestation. The manifestation is very, very close. Look at this right here. It's so close. So keep the faith, keep your focus, and keep doing what you do best, and the rest will take care of itself. The universe does have a surprise for you, but the timing is not here yet, because notice this is upside down and so is this. It will come. It will. So just stay positive. All right, Sagittarius. So the full moon is happening in your 5th house of love, romance, creativity, children, risk-taking, and the house of the entrepreneur. All right, so let's see what we have for you. Sagittarius, what is coming to light about your life in those areas? Let's see. Saggy. Woo! Card fall down. All right, we have the Emperor and the Fool. Okay, so seems like there's going to be some sort of new beginning for you, and one in which that you're going to be taking charge of a situation. All right, because of the Emperor. Could be a new beginning with an Aries. That's very possible over here with the Emperor energy, but we can also just use this as the time marker for the Aries full moon. So you're wanting some sort of new exciting destiny to unfold for yourself in your 5th house areas. You are wanting to be large, in charge, and excited about new creative possibilities for your life. And you could be indeed embarking upon some sort of new romantic journey in your life as well. So let's see what else we have. The Sun. You look at these major arcanas. 8 of Coins. And the Capricorn. All right. So Capricorn is being represented here. That is your 2nd house of money. That's where Pluto has been. He, of course, has been changing how you earn your money, what you find valuable in your life, changing up your values. So some of you may indeed be embarking upon some sort of new creative project, because we have the Leo energy here. We have you working very hard because your values have changed in terms of how you want to spend your precious life force energy, which is also the Sun card here. So this is very nice, Sagittarius. Some of you are going to start working on a new creative project. Others of you are going to begin starting some sort of business, some sort of entrepreneurial effort. You're doing it on your own, though. It's solo. It's all this right here. And it has to be, in my opinion, something that you're absolutely passionate about. It's not just about the making of the monies, although you, of course, want to do that as well. But you're going to be inspired by this. Like, you're going to be willing to, you know, spend all your time working on this particular project. In fact, you may be very focused and almost obsessed by it because of this Devil energy here, but obsessed in a good way. But pace yourself. You know, you don't want to get yourself run down with this, but you're going to be very focused, very obsessed about a creative project near and dear to your heart. It's new because it's the Fool here. It's one in which you could take a lot of pride because it really is about you being in charge and you being able to really highlight and showcase your independence, your creative energy, your skills and talents, your uniqueness really also. So this is beautiful. Some of you, it's something to do with children because, of course, the Leo energy here. But bottom line, it is about the joy of feeling free, the joy of feeling lighthearted and being in that flow of creative energy where you really do lose all track of time. So if you've been engaged in some sort of project like that for a while, that you started maybe back in Aries season, there could be some very good news coming to you at this full moon that's going to really affirm to you to keep going, that your obsession is 110% worth it, Sagittarius. So really, really nice energies here for you. This is very affirming for your creative efforts, very affirming for whatever it is you're trying to build in your life that relies on your personal stamp of uniqueness and creativity. So really, really nice energies here. All right, Capricorn, we have a big full moon in your 4th house of home and family and roots, what nourishes you and what feeds you. Very sensitive area of one's chart, right? The 4th house. You got Mars in your 10th house of career. You have Pluto in your sign. Lots of intense energy, Capricorn. Let's see what's going to be illuminated for you at this full moon. What do you need to know? Big energies here. Big energies. All right, we have a 7 of coins upside down. Whoops. Get my cards here. And the Hermit upside down. Okay. All right, so it is now no longer the time of contemplation. It's no more. The time is coming. You've done all your thinking. You've done all your alone time. The Hermit. You've done all your practical contemplation and all of your spiritual contemplation. All right, so there's no more waiting around. Well, we got the 2 of Wands, okay? There's no more waiting around. Something's manifesting. Something nice is manifesting for you. Gorgeous. Okay. So you have been waiting. I mean, here's your 2 of Wands. You have been looking to your future. You've been waiting to step across the threshold and into your new life. We have some gorgeous news manifesting for you. This King of Pentacles. So this could, of course, have to do with a Taurus or a Virgo. This can also have to do with you because that's your energy. So I feel at the 20th, because of the 2 here, you'll probably get some sort of news that is going to make you very happy. It is likely to be about some sort of financing. Maybe it's the selling of the home. Maybe it's the landing of the job so you can keep your home. Maybe it's finally the contract goes through for something that's going to nourish you and feed you for a while. Whatever the case may be, but the 6 of Cups is here. This is likely to affect your whole family, especially if you have children. But this is also about, I feel, some sort of perhaps dream that you've had since you were a child. I mean, let's face it, we have a full moon in your 4th house, and it is about deep roots, what nourishes you and feeds you. So this dream that is likely manifesting, whatever this new threshold moment is for you to start this new life, is something that has deep roots in childhood also, because here's your energy next to it as well. So this is very exciting. Now, of course, it depends on your own personal energy and situation, but I feel that you are going to get news that's going to show you exactly the direction to move in, maybe literally, maybe figuratively, to find your happiness, to find your, perhaps even your soulmate, because of the 6 of Cups that is here with the 2 people in here. But it is going to require you, and I said this, I think, in the Capricorn love reading for the month of October. Go watch that. It's all the signs in one October love reading, where I told you you had to get off the sofa and get out of the house. So some of you are going to really see the energy of what nourishes me and what's going to feed me is also connecting and having a partner, because you could have been alone for a while. Here's the Hermit. It's upside down. Some of you don't want to be alone anymore. I mean, that came out, like I said, even in that monthly love reading. Others of you, it's about some other type of, perhaps job or practical opportunity, or even place where you're going to go back to live in a childhood home. You might also, again, it's like manifesting a dream that will nourish you and feed you, one that you've had since you were a kid. You've always wanted to do it. But the 2 of Wands here is very interesting because it is about leaving this safe little veranda and venturing out into the world. And that's the same energy over here, like I was saying, the time for just the quiet contemplation and the reevaluation and the thinking is done. The action is going to be required. It's going to require you to get off that balcony and be true to yourself and be true to your dreams. That's the other thing with this Six of Cups. Also, I will say that whatever starts unfolding after this full moon is likely to bring at least one new person into your life that you could have some sort of past life connection with as well. And that also for me is sometimes fourth house energy. Because again, deep roots that can go into your past, not just the past from 10 years ago, but a past that includes many, many generations and past lives. So that's possible also. But this is very, very good energy. I think you're going to be feeling very empowered. You're waiting on news. News is coming in and it should be good, Capricorn. So let's see what happens. All right, Aquarius. So the full moon is happening in your third house of writing, speaking, teaching, communicating, networking, marketing, and we also have siblings ruled by the third house, and also daily habits and routines. So let's see what is being illuminated for you at this full moon, Aquarius. What is going on? Third house. Oh, Two of Swords is upside down. And the Knight of Pentacles is upside down. All right, so you've made some sort of decision about a money matter and or real estate matter. Let's pull some more cards. Some sort of family matter as well. Let's see what we have. Ace of Wands is upside down. Ace of Pentacles is upright. And the Page of Swords. Wow. Okay. I think what's going on here is I think you're saying no to something because you are sensing very rightly that something better is about to roll on in. Okay, this is what I feel. Especially for those of you that have your own business. You made a decision to change your approach. You rejected something or someone or a service or a product. You regrouped on something because you were psychically feeling, because of this Two of Swords here, that something was not right with it. It didn't feel right in your body. Ace of Wands upside down. So this is like, the energy was not aligned. Like you felt that something was off about it. And it may have had to do with the practicalities of it in some way with the Knight of Pentacles upside down. Or it was just too much. You were sensing it was going to be too much work for too little reward. Something like that is what I am feeling. And I think this full moon is going to show you that you were absolutely correct about this. Your instincts were on point because the universe is bringing you something better. And look, it's the communications also with the Page of Swords here. So there is news coming in about some sort of opportunity, particularly in those third house areas, the writing, speaking, teaching, communicating, etc. That is going to be way better and more aligned for you because of also your energy showing up here with this Page of Swords. So there was something off about this. Now, the other way to look at this energy is that you are going to be rejecting something or someone at this full moon. I don't think you get rejected because we have this coming in. So you could be turning down, if you had to make a decision between two job opportunities, particularly in those areas I already mentioned, or between two clients or, something like that, making a decision. You may be rejecting one because the energy didn't feel right in favor of another. You could be turning down one job in favor of another. If you have recently gotten rejected yourself, if they decided against you in some way, their universe is going to bring you something better. Here's the Ace of Pentacles. So all's well that ends well is what I feel from this. So whatever didn't work out over here is going to be fine. In fact, it's not going to be fine. It's going to be better because the coin is here. So it is something that has the potential to grow. And with the Page of Swords here, with alignment with your energy, it's right up your street here with this Page of Swords. So there could be some beautiful contract that gets signed finally also for you at this full moon because of the writing, speaking, teaching, etc. component. There could be a beautiful investment in your talents and services also that somebody makes in you. You could be landing a big client as an example. So this is very, very nice. But don't worry, whatever this was over here. All right. It wasn't going to be right anyway. This is way better. And you're going to see that at this full moon. All right, Pisces. So this full moon is happening in your second house of the monies. So, and Pluto has gone direct in your 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams. So, and you got Mars in Libra, which is your 8th house of other people's money. So let's see what we need to know at this full moon about the do-re-mi, the moolahs, the euros, the Bitcoin, whatever. Let's see what we need to know. The gold, the silver, the monies. I talked about gold, and here's the Leo energy, right? Strength. And the 9 of Swords. Okay, let's pull some more cards. So we got worry and stress. We got an Ace of Swords. We got an 8 of Cups. And we got you upright. So Pisces, don't worry, be happy. It's like, look what we have here for you. All right, so we got the strength, but you're worried. I mean, this is the issue. But something is coming along to have you be victorious with some sort of money situation. You could be signing a very important contract that's going to help you move along and going to make you very happy. You showed up upright here. So you are ready to let something go. So you could also be selling something. That's possible as well. Because of course, with this Ace of Swords being some sort of contract, that's possible. But I think that you're finally going to manifest some sort of opportunity that is going to make your heart very happy. And it's going to help you move away from this stress and nightmare scenario that perhaps you've been under for a while, particularly maybe in regard to your finances in some way. So Strength card can be about patience. It can be about, just focusing in on your heart, staying positive, keeping the faith, because it's, of course, about Leo energy, and Leo rules the heart space. So, and it's like choosing fear or choosing faith, right? So we have some good news, though. We have good news. Ace of Swords. Look at that. Victory, success. And you're going to be able to move along here. Here's your full moon. And you're going to be able to look back at this situation from a position of strength, right? Look at the bookends here. Here's strength and here's you. From a position of strength, and know I came through this situation. Whatever my 9 of Swords situation was with my finances, I'm going to come through it. I'm going to be victorious. I'm going to make my mark on the world in some way. Those of you who are particularly involved with writing in some way, you could have a very nice success with that as well. Some creative project you have been working on. You could get news of that as well. Very possible here. But what I am feeling is just that you're going to leave behind this worry. And it's going to also, leaving behind that worry is going to also free you up creatively as well. Your sign also rules, the Queen of Cups here, intuition, creativity, the arts, all of that kind of thing. So you're going to be able to also get back your personal creative power from whatever victory this is that shifts you out of this energy. Because let's face it, when we're in this energy, it is very hard to focus on creative efforts and have our brain, working properly to put words on paper, so to speak. It takes a lot of energy to do that. So there could have been something here where, again, it's like your energy was being mentally drained. Your creative energy with the Strength card was being mentally drained by some stress about your finances. But that's ending. The Ace of Swords is here, moving along, leaving behind 8 of Cups, right? It's the cups, leaving behind this fretting and stepping into empowerment here. So I think there could be some very, very excellent news for you. And you're ready to move on to something new as well. So some of you could be manifesting some sort of job opportunity because of the Ace of Swords being contracts. There could also be, like I said, you're selling something. You could be cutting loose a place where you're living, because of the Eight of Cups, right? Moving on, moving away from wherever you had been living, particularly if you've been living somewhere the last 8 years that you're kind of like done with as well. So this is very good. I think you're going to really have a major turning point here for yourself, Pisces. New vistas opening up for you, and your faith will be rewarded. That's the thing. And also, whatever this new opportunity is, it is going to, as I like to say, play to your strengths. It's going to empower you, but also you are going to empower whoever you come in contact with that opportunity, because it is something that is unique to your particular skill set. So you're going to be really sharing of your strengths with other people in whatever this Ace of Swords is. And that's why they offered it to you, because you have something unique about you and your talents that they wanted and that they appreciated. So good energy here, Pisces. So thank you so much for watching this tarot forecast for the full moon in Aries. Leave me a comment. Let me know how the energy manifests in your life. I always love to hear. And make sure you check your subscription, that you're still subscribed to the channel, because there's been some weird things going on where people, like have been subscribed, they got unsubscribed. I don't know. But just double check if you could, please. Thank you. That would be very helpful. And I love you guys. I will see you again soon. I'm working on all sorts of things behind the scenes that will be manifesting very soon here on the channel and elsewhere. So get ready. It's going to be very, very fun. And the tea and tarot readings are coming back as well very, very soon. Libra birthday reading coming up. Scorpio birthday reading coming up. So stay tuned for those as well. I will see you guys again soon. Love you. Take care. Stella Wilde signing out.